Okay, Godzilla X Mechagodzilla movie review. Alright, I prefer the title Godzilla X Mechagodzilla. This movie has a couple names. In Japan, they call it Godzilla X Mechagodzilla. In America, they mainly call it Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla. And it's all over known as Godzilla. Excuse me, I'm really sorry. It's all over the place known as Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 3, Godzilla vs. Kiru, Godzilla X Mechagodzilla, Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla, Godzilla and Mechagodzilla, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, the final chapter. Oh my god, so many names for this movie. I just prefer Godzilla X Mechagodzilla. X kind of just stands for versus or and. I just think that's a really cooler title, X. So Godzilla X Mechagodzilla. This is it's a really good movie, actually. I really get a kick out of this movie. It's really good. They tried to make it more realistic with Godzilla. You know, he has to be, moved from place to place by planes, and he can only fight for a certain amount of time before he powers down. And the thing that really makes me like this movie, that really draws me to it, is the characters seem alive, as in they don't exactly seem like stiff robotics or like a guy in a suit. They actually, seem living and breathing and moving to an extent that it seems almost like it's a guy in a suit, but to an extent that it's still believable as a giant monster and believable as a giant robot. Very cool. So this alternative version of Mechagodzilla is called Kiru, and it's just all throughout the movie they call it Kiru. And the American voiceover people are horrible in this movie, but the Japanese actors were a lot better. If you watch it in Japanese with subtitles, it's a better movie. But overall, it's easier to just watch it in English, but it makes it seem stupid. But what I mean, is there's a scene in this movie that I call the money shot. And you know why I call it the money shot? It's because there's something behind Mechagodzilla, and he whips his head back, and he breathes like an atomic ray of electricity or something out of his mouth to destroy what's behind him. And it just looks so real, like a dinosaur or some kind of living being or something. They really bring these characters to life, like real, living, moving characters. The only thing that really, makes me kind of not like this movie is the Godzilla design looks pretty much exactly like the Godzilla before it, but they're trying to tell us that it's different universes and, different worlds, and that, this is some kind of separate movie from the other ones. The only movie that exists in the same universe as this one is the first one. All these other movies are pretty much the same thing based off of the first one, so in a way they really are all connected. And there was some kind of crap about the aliens actually erased the first Godzilla and all kinds of stupidness. You know what? I think it's bullcrap. They're all connected, okay? That's it. But this Godzilla, for some reason, is different from the last one, even though he looks exactly the same. And he's got, he just looks like kind of really rubbery, and I think all the other Godzillas look rubbery and stuff, but I let that pass. I really don't let that get to me. I think that it actually looks pretty real in some of the other ones, but this one really takes it to the extreme when it comes to looking rubbery and fake. At the level of how the first one looked rubbery, at that level. Maybe a little bit worse almost. I don't know, some scenes look pretty cool, but the only real good thing about this movie is the characters seemed alive, and there's a very famous scene that I really need to talk about in a second. It's really awesome. But one of the only other things is it had a direct sequel, which is a really, really big fan favorite, Godzilla Tokyo SOS. We'll talk about that next. But for now, maybe, I don't know, no, I'll do it in another video. I was going to say maybe I'll do it in this one, since we still have, how much time left. It's only 3 minutes. Just in general, this movie is a pretty cool movie. This alternative Mechagodzilla is the bones of the first Godzilla. It's basically literally like old Godzilla versus new Godzilla. They take its bones and they put them inside a mechanical, Terminator kind of version of Godzilla. And they kind of cut all the crap about how Mechagodzilla was like a Terminator and it looked like Godzilla. And, Godzilla, blows his skin off and it's really Mechagodzilla underneath. They pretty much cut all that crap. They just get to the point with this movie. Half the movie is pretty much just them trying to get Mechagodzilla to work, and then there's, the final battle. That's, the only upside. The only thing that really makes sense with this movie. That's, literally what the movie's about. The humans' achievements to destroy Godzilla and get Mechagodzilla to work, and then Mechagodzilla goes haywire and crazy and insane and doesn't stop until he kills everybody, and then and now Godzilla's the superhero again, and he's the good guy, and now he has to go and stop Mechagodzilla or Kiru. Yeah. Yeah, so stay tuned for my next review.